Alright, kicking off the final day of week 3. Today's day 21. I'm actually going to sleep here in Harrah tonight. Did what I said yesterday. I had a beef heart with polenta. No picture, but I had it. And yeah, pretty rested. That kind of a half day, 3/4 of a day. Worked out well yesterday, slept a lot, I'm rested. And actually going to go to the roof. Probably film one scene for this video up there, but largely to film a completely other video. And yeah, typical day at Caesars. See how late it goes and how much I can sleep before my 11 a.m. shift at the Orleans tomorrow. Anything else? Anything else? I have something in mind. I'll tell you on the roof. All right, let's do this before I go up to the roof, because I'm not going to be able to play the sound from downstairs. If you haven't been in Harrah's in a few years, like 2, some changes with the food options. I used to stay here all the time, and now that I have a permanent address, haven't been in the building so much. But there is, I'll tell you about it, then show you. First, walk-ons. It was a Cajun restaurant. They had alligator on the menu. If you were on the casino floor and went up the escalator right near the food court, and Ben & Jerry's is on your left, and you just walk down that hallway straight towards the parking garage, it was in the middle of that hallway on the right-hand side. And now it's just boarded up. So I guess there's still space on the other side of the wall. I don't know how you access that space, but like you don't even see the doors, the glass doors. It's just totally boarded up. I'll show that to you. Also, in the food court, so Bobby's Burgers has 3 locations: Caesars, Paris, and here in Harrah's, although the one here in Harrah's is fairly new. In 2021 it was not here yet. But Pin-Up Pizza, fairly new, it's just past the Burgers. Guy Fieri has a chicken place, also kind of in the back corner near Pin-Up Pizza. But I don't know if it's being renovated or completely changing. There was this like kind of coffee stand. It wasn't great, but it was popular because it was convenient. A lot of the pre-made sandwiches, a lot of you know, pastries, stuff that you just get very quickly in addition to coffee drinks. Those took a while to make, but I've been here at like 6 a.m. The line is ridiculous. And there's just a ton of construction. At least there was last night. I imagine it'll be, you know, the same like 12 hours later when I go down there in a few minutes and film. But yeah, you have on that right side of the food court burgers, chicken, pizza, and I don't know what's happening, but there's a lot of construction and no business being transacted right now in that coffee shop place. I'll show that to you. No people, just laying on the floor, unable to form full sentences today. Oh well. There's the high roller wheel. A couple things I'm going to say before I turn the camera off and film a completely other video. One is, I had a nightmare last night. I dreamt that I had gone to college and was going to college again and knew it was going to be a massive waste of time. And I was feeling terrible. And then I woke up and realized I already lived that nightmare. I don't need to do that again. And then I ate polenta, so things are good. Also, if you're wondering, dreamt. That's the correct word for the past tense of dream. Only word in the English language with M and T consecutively. So if you're single and trying to impress women, I would avoid saying things like that because they don't care. One thing I want to say, poker related, is that Caesars, it's like 2 weeks ago now. So the $1 chips, here you go. Actually, This is going to be the thumbnail. So here we go. The $1 chips. There's more than one design in Caesars. A few years ago, there was a shortage of the older ones with that white background, and they ordered new ones that don't have the white background. You can cash both in, both play. There's not many at all of the older ones with that white background in the middle anymore, but there's some. So a guy who was playing happened to have these two different ones in his stack, and he was asking me about them, and you know, I told him, you know, they ordered a lot, they with a different design, there was a shortage, and all right, understandable. But he says at one point, well, he says at the end, well, I don't like it though, you know, it's incongruous. I never heard someone say that at a poker table. So he was somewhat against his will playing Incongruous Poker in Caesar's Palace the other night. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off, film something else up here, complete video, and then probably film when I'm about to leave my room and walk to my shift at Caesar's. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, last 3 days, shorter shifts, which I'm fine with. It's not like I'm only getting like an hour, but I think 5.5 hours each of the last 3 days. I'm cool with that, getting a little more time to myself after. Shout out to Yannick from Switzerland. I dealt the last hand of the 9 p.m. tournament. 4-handed, they made a deal. He got more money than everyone else. In my book, that means you won. He said he watched the videos with the old channel name. I changed the name like 4 years ago. Name of the channel used to be Rice is a Spoon Food. Now it's Vegas Poker Nomad. Also, Yumahito. He was at the last table I dealt. There was an interesting guy in seat 6. I'm not sure everyone was appreciating that character at the table, but Yumahito was. And then that was the last down I dealt. Yeah, I don't know, typical day over at Caesars. Tomorrow, probably get you some more scenery outside of my hotel room, and even though Herbs and Rye isn't playing something, probably just walk around, see employees or players I know in Paris and around the building. And yeah, looks like I'm gonna get about 5 hours, like 5.5 hours of sleep. That's solid for this quick turnaround. And then when I get back from Orleans tomorrow, I will have plenty of time. I should probably have like 17, 18 hours at least until I need to be back at Orleans the next day. So this is the rough stretch. Tomorrow could be a pretty simple day. And I think I have Powerade in here. Yep. 2 left. That's one of them. Anyway, I'm gonna get going on this nighttime routine at about 4 a.m. And then, oh, day 21, so at the bottom, yeah, 3 weeks are done. Total 21. You know, to keep like a standard actually might change the totals, because I started like day 1 at the bottom. It says total days 21. Day 1 was just when the consecutive started, but I think it really should be from day 1 to the final day of Orleans, because that's what it was the first year. It was 50 days. I worked 46 of them. I don't remember consecutive what my record was. I think 24, but I don't remember. And then last year was the same thing. Like, to keep, I mean, not that Orleans is always going to start on the same day, nor end on the same day, nor have the same number of calendar days in the series, nor the same number of events, but I think that's the way to like standardize it. First day of Orleans to final day of the Orleans series. Definitely as long as I'm working there. If one summer I don't work there at all, maybe make a change, maybe not, but as long as I'm still working there, that should really be the start and the end date. And I worked that one day, day 1 of their series, and then the next like 4 days were kind of normal. I wasn't really on like summer scheduling yet. So it really is like 22 days during the Orleans series that I've worked. For now, let's keep it 21 of 21 and consecutive 21, but maybe I'll explain more with some graphics and like a calendar what I'm talking about. But yeah, it might really be like consecutive 21, that's not changing, but total days. And then if it's total, yeah, I don't even know how many calendar days it is, May 22nd was the first day. I don't remember when the last day of the Orleans series is, so I need to look at some stuff myself. But I hope you understand the concept. Like, yeah, when Orleans starts and when Orleans ends, however many days it is, that's the time period I'm working with for these summer dealing records. And, you know, it might change. Number of games in a baseball season has changed. Number of games in a football season has changed. So sometimes it changes, but that's you know, the best way. Since I'm not working at the series, if I were working at the series, same thing. Day one of the series to the last day of the World Series. But no, all 3 summers I've worked at Orleans. That's been the constant. So maybe in another video I'll go into more detail on that. Anyway, 21 for now. I'm calling it. This video is over. And remember, rice is a spoon food.